Hello everybody, in this video we're going to be tracking the snowstorm. I know I never made a video yesterday. It was actually too late. I was actually about to end up posting it around like 11 to like 1 a.m. You guys, it was going to be that late, and I knew it wasn't going to do that good. So I decided to do it early in the morning, like at the 10 o'clock hour, and just get into this. So we're gonna really talk about the snowstorm because today is finally the day, and I'm very excited for it. I've been waiting for the snow. I think a lot of snow lovers have been waiting for it too. So let's just get into it. So we go in the 14Z coming out right now. We're looking at this, and wow, this is what expected. Very heavy snow, even on the herd model, with some of those gustier winds to really come in. Already on radar, it's already snowing pretty heavy in spots in southern Pennsylvania. And you can easily tell where the heaviest snow really could end up being around this corridor. And it's not just going to be that, it's going to be the winds. Because look, that time with the heaviest snow potentially, those winds are going to be cranking up in the 20s to 40s mile an hour wind gusts. So it's really going to get really nasty for the later on commute. And it's going to be extremely cold. It's going to be not extremely cold. I mean, a very wet, extreme wet snow. Sorry about that. Um, Easily to say this is going to be a pretty nice snowstorm. I'm I think it's gonna be pretty nice. This is the 13Z, at very heavy snow, and then that freezing rain could make it to the Lehigh Valley and then move out, and then we got that back end snow to deal with. Future radar has it a little bit more different, but there it is, some of that heavy back end snow, and by the end of the snowfall, a lot of areas with that 6 to 10 inches, like I was saying, New York, Philly getting like nothing. But if you guys in the Lehigh Valley North, definitely up to near a foot. Massachusetts, New England, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Central Pennsylvania, just south of that, maybe 3 to 5, and then 1 to 3. I did change my snowfall forecast. We'll look into that in just a moment. But you can tell, a lot of these totals very high. And the longer you stay in snow and the heavier those snow bands are, you can really do see that snow. All right. A big thing is gonna be too is gonna be that wind. It's not gonna be a pretty nice. Those winds will be picking up throughout this, and even during the heaviest, up to 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. Some spots in the mountains, 50 or higher. All right. So some blizzard conditions are possible. Brief blizzard conditions for like maybe a half an hour to an hour in spots. I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't be classified as a blizzard because it has to be 3 hours, and I don't think we're gonna have 3 hours of consistent blizzard conditions, but it's gonna be quite a close of one. But there's the newest run actually coming out. I didn't even look at it. And you can tell that very heavy snow really making its way. And then that freezing rain line does make it all the way up there. But we'll have to wait and see. Strong winds. And this low just absolutely bombs out off the East Coast. You go in each frame and it just continues to strengthen. And the quicker that strengthens, the more snowfall rates we're going to have. And the total snowfall on this um, is definitely on the high mark here, too. 3 to 6 with here, maybe up to 6 to 10 in spots. Northern New Jersey, New York, Philly, once again, maybe an inch at best. Connecticut, Mass, Central Pennsylvania, Upstate Pennsylvania, New York, all with that 6 to 10 in some spots, maybe 8 to 12. Um, so we have to keep a watch for that. Another thing is with this is those wind gusts. Those wind gusts are going to be pretty strong, especially throughout the highest point of the storm. It could definitely be reaching up there in the good 30s to 40 mile an hour winds, really coming out of that northeast direction and northwest towards the backside. But a pretty nice nor'easter that we are going to be really looking for. Um, that's just the NAM. We going into the actual NAM model. That was NAM this. If we go here, keeps that rain line a little bit more south. than the nail model, but very heavy snow. Like I said, if you guys are in those heavier bands, are definitely going to see more of the snow, and you can tell clearly on here that jackpot being up in the Poconos, um, and in that strip up to maybe 18 inches. I don't think we're getting that much, but that is possible. I do think it's very possible that someone really could see a overdue amount. We'll have to just see how it starts snowing and see how it starts sticking into everything because temperatures are cold already. But look at that. Wow. Nice snowstorm right there. That back end is going to be nasty. Total snow on the wrap, 6 to 10 inches. I've been saying this spots, maybe up here, maybe 10 to 18 inches. So it's going to be a very big storm, and it's going to be pretty nasty too. It's not going to be the funnest storm to deal with. We go into some of the mesoscale models that are just coming out, and we're looking at like this, very heavy snow. Like I said, I do think maybe in the Lehigh Valley, New Jersey, models really like the area with that heaviest snow. That's probably because the mixing line, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, total snow accumulations definitely high up there, 6 to 10, maybe up to a foot in spots. Um, or gem. Wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. We are in for a show right there. Look at that. Very heavy snow, especially, like I said, near that mixing line. It's been showing on all the models where the heaviest snowfall rates could really be in this magenta purple. And that just rides here. And I mean, we're talking up to maybe 2 inches to 3 inches an hour in spots. And that is actually that time be near the evening. The evening, like 6, 7, 8, and 9 could be that hour. We're getting snowfall rates beyond an inch. So it's gonna be a very, very snowy day. All right, for many. And then other areas towards the coast, very rainy, like I said. So what is the European thinking for the snowfall? And what is the main models thinking? So there it is. Euro have that northern side. Latest run, it has, parts of Lehigh Valley in these areas like the northern Berks, northern Chester, getting up that 6 to 10, northern New Jersey. But I'd like you guys to take a look. 0Z had less. 6Z pushed it further south. So we'll have to keep on a watch with that. That's going to be a pretty nice thing. Even the GFS, it has areas up in the bullseye getting up to 12 to maybe 15 inches in these areas, 6 to 10 inches. I personally think it's very possible. And I like to take a look at the mean of all the models. All right, the mean of all the models, because that's going to help for us to know what's going on, and that's just Scherf's model. Yeah. So, like I said, areas average can be 12 to 13 inches on all the models. So that's a lot of snow. like in the mountains, the Catskills, but even northern Pennsylvania, 6 to 10 inches, um, is going to be very possible. Um, what else? We can look at the latest herd because we haven't. Look at that, very heavy snow, like, for quite a few hours, even near that mixing line. But I would like you guys to take a note. Look at it when it's at its heaviest, and look at its winds at its strongest. So that's going to be potentially the evening at its worst time to be outside driving. Is going to be that time. Depends too, because it can the radar and stuff. It could be a lot, right? No, according to radar, this thing is just picking up in intensity. But that's probably gonna do it here in this update. We'll have another update tonight on the storm. So have a great night. See you tonight. Or worst case scenario, shorts.